Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And dear Dr. Rosnan Kasim, our Director of CELPAD, and Deputy Directors of CELPAD, the Dr. Farida, Ustaz Abdullah Bukhari, Madam Mazlina, and all our HODs, Head of Departments of Quranic Language Department, English Language Department, Tilawah Division and Bahasa Melayu Division, and Coordinator of Languages, dear fellow friends, lecturers and teachers in Gombak, Gambang, Kuantan and Pagoh campuses. Again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening and mashallah khairat to everyone, and welcome everyone to our program this evening, in the blessed evening of Yawm Jumu'ah. And today, inshallah, we are going to have a sharing session on gamification in teaching. Okay, and for your information, this program is actually a collaboration between EDUCALL IT and TDU unit. And today, we brought to all of you, whom I would call an expert team, I would say. It's not a team. Two teams, actually, from two teams, and who have won quite an award, if I'm allowed to say. The first team is who have won a silver medal in creation the UITM, and before that they won gold medal, right? Gold medal from PT Ram, innovation competition for matriculation and foundations, Malaysia. And the second teams, we brought to you the Aljumal's Cube team, who have won bronze medal in also creations the UITM 2022. Okay. And for this evening, inshallah, we will listen to all of them. We brought to you Ustaz Abdul Hadi from QLD Gambang, and Ustaz Muhammad Amnan, also from QLD Gambang, and also Ustazah Husna, and all of them from QLD Gambang, including me, Adli Rasdi, Muhammad Adli bin Rasdi. And without further ado, I would like to call Ustaz Abdul Hadi first to share with us what is gamification actually. Okay, when we say gamification in teaching, what is it and how it be done? Okay, and please, Ustaz Abdul Hadi, the floor is yours, and you can please enlighten us with the topic, inshallah. Bismillah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to Ustaz Azli bin Rusdi, our fellow teammates actually, and my colleagues in Gambang, KLD Gambang, respective directors, deputy directors, HODs, deputy HODs, CELPAD lecturers and teachers in all campuses, either in Gombak, Kuantan, Gambang, and Pagoh. So inshallah today, thank you for inviting us, for giving I would not say a speech, but then it's a sharing moment on gamification in teaching. And inshallah, with me, I bring along with my fellow teammates, Ustaz Amnan and Ustazah Husna. And also our Ustaz Adli is a part of our team as well. So if you have any question, you can ask at the end of the session, sharing moment. Right, so inshallah, without further ado, I just want to this doesn't move, right? Right, so this is our presenters for today. So I am Ustaz Hadi Abdul Rahim. I'm from KLD Gambang, and Ustaz Amnan and Ustaz Husna and also Ustaz Adli, we are from KLD Gambang. And inshallah, we're going to talk about gamification. So as an introduction, what is gamification? So gamification is a technique of using game mechanics in non-game businesses to increase first efficiency, second customer loyalty, and third engagement. So from the word itself, you can see the word game. So it should be fun, it should be easy. Okay. These two elements are very important when we talk about teaching and learning in the classroom. So the student and also us as well, we love to find something to be fun and easy to demonstrate to the students, and it will collaborate with the teaching or learning materials as well. Right, so it has two sides. First is the entertainment, and second is the educational part. Okay, so as it means, I mentioned, the efficiency and customer loyalty is based on more on the, I would say, economical side. Right, because this gamification is not only used in educational purposes, it's also used in economic or any like trading or Bitcoin or anything that will use gamification. And also it has engagement, which is you engage with the student, and this gamification is tied between the student and the game and the lecture itself. Right, so gamification is a play can be powerful way to engage and motivate people. Right, so I would like to highlight this one: motivate, engage, and motivate. Gamification draws from video games to try and do this, because gamification basically is a game. So many of the gamification technique use video games. So I will show you later one of the gamification in video games. Many designers and researchers were already exploring the role of play and fun in computer application before the term gamification was coined or was used by the researchers. So they used to have many games, fun games, but they didn't use the term gamification yet. So the gamification was found, I would say was found or will be in the dictionary maybe earlier in 2010. The most popular definition of gamification is the use of game design elements in non-game context. Maybe it's not for us, maybe we did not, maybe we find that the context is not relevant to the game, but when we use gamification elements, it will be fun. It's like something like A plus B, it should be C, but sometimes it's not should be C. So for us, or maybe for the before the gamification term rises, so it will be like this thing is quite difficult to understand. So this is the popular definition of the gamification. Okay, so moving on. All right, so in Arabic, عندنا كلمتين تشابكا في الاصطلاح. عندنا محفزات الألعاب والتلعيب. اتفقت دراسات، هناك دراسات عديدة، مثلا عطية وطباخ ومحمد، حسين، محلاوي، أحمد ومحمد، هؤلاء يتفقون على استخدام محفزات الألعاب مقابل لكلمة gamification. ولكن هناك عدة الدراسات قام بها عبد الحق وغامدي وجهني وبربري والرحيلي والغامدي على استخدام مصطلحات التلعيب مقابل gamification. وأنا شخصيا أذهب في مصطلح تلعيب، لأن هذا المصطلح أقرب مفهوما مقارنة بمحفزات الألعاب، نظرا إلى طبيعة التلعيب ونظريته وعناصره. فإن شاء الله سأريكم مثال التلعيب أو gamification بعد هذا إن شاء الله. Okay, so one of the gamification that used in our real world is SAMS, Speed Awareness Monitor. It is a powerful and effective way to change behavior. The technology behind the digital signs are pretty neat. They are equipped with a droplet radar to measure oncoming vehicle speed and provide feedback on speed to the drivers. Right. So this is Sam. Hi, Sam. It can be smiling, and it can be the face. It could be like this, or maybe it can show how what is your speed? 21. So very slow. Maybe so fast it will show, or it will put sign slow down. And for Christmas, they have these kind of faces in set. So they was conducted in Brisbane, Australia. So we can see here in Malaysia, but these kind of things, or this kind of I say is innovation, is use gamification elements. So whenever a driver pass this road, and it will cross the radar, and this thing will show how much the speed, or maybe too slow, maybe too fast. So it differ from another person or another driver to another driver. Okay, next, the gamification not only used in real world or another, it also used in education. So for example, we have computer games like Minecraft. Education edition is not the public edition, is the education edition. And also we have apps like Foursquare. They used to have Foursquare is very famous back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, 2015, 2016, where if you can check into one places, it will give you points, and it will give like, you can chat with other people that even check in that place. But after Foursquare, they switched to Minds. Then after that, I do not follow the trends. Then we have Google's Reading Along. So if you have time to install this, you can read a book, then Google will give you like a token or any points, and those points you can redeem. So if you free or you have any available time, you can try Google on Google's Read Along. And the third one in classroom is very famous among us is Kahoot. And also, what do we have other than Kahoot? We have also a lot of platforms that we can engage with the students, and as well while playing, they also can learn about the syllabus or the materials. And we have e-learning platform, archive learning and also in IUM we also have iMaklum. Right, so this kind of gamification in education. So there are many platforms that provide gamification, but it is either fun or it's not. And that's I wouldn't say it's problem, but there is the size of the gamification. Right, so elements of gamification. So we have 4 elements in gamification. First, we have learner engagement. Second, we have practice opportunities. Third, we have assessment. And fourth, we have feedback. Okay. For the first one, learner engagement, the gamification is combining a short, discrete puzzle solving with a reward system and progress meters to create a delicious recipe for brain attention and engagement. So gamification can give you a fun, entertaining, and very attractive way to learn something, to make sure that your brain give you full attention on the matter. And it also give a lot of series of quests, unlocking milestones, especially we are talking about games, and accumulating rewards or status symbol motivates continued engagement. So for example, if you play educational game, it is considered as gamification. And also when you play along in the game, you will have some stages, some levels, and some badges that you can obtain in the game. So there are many game mechanics that naturally tap intrinsic and extrinsic motivations. So if you manage to win certain level, you will be risen up to another level, and the question should be more harder, and from hard to harder to hardest. So it will intrigue the students or the players' motivation to finish up the game. Okay, that's the first. The second element of gamification is practice opportunities. So gamification give a repeated practice with differentiated problems lead to competency and enhanced transfer. Good games keep learning activities at the front edge of the learning curve without being too difficult. So this one is based on the level. Based on the level of the students. So casual game mechanics that embody a twitch factor of play can be repurposed to work from cognitive reflexes. So in other terms, or in other words, you can practice often, or maybe you can play not only one, maybe twice, maybe 1,000 times. And when you play many times, you can grab the understanding of the subject itself. Okay, third, the assessment. Assessment is a continuous and measured by player actions. Cause and effect variables are affected by player choices. A much richer catalog of competencies and area for improvement is produced in game with this kind of continuous performance balance estimation. So in gamification, you can assess the student's understanding. For example, maybe he entered level 10, the game, he entered to level 10, but then he didn't pass, so he will trap into level 10 until he managed to go to level 11. So you can assess the understanding, and also he managed to practice whatever materials in level 10. That's made by gamification. And also the last one is feedback. Video games are good at providing real-time feedback for players' performance. Well-designed games provide both immediate and delayed feedback for the player performance. For training, the message is, for example, if you play a game, if training, go back and learn it. So if you fail in certain level, you say go back and learn it, or any similar sentence, as well as remediation and scaffolding, right? So you can have the feedback because it's a system generated. So they just give feedback directly, right? Okay, so for example, maybe some of you may not understand what I'm talking about, right? So I just give you an example, right? So give me 1 minute. And this is again for mathematics.
Hurry, I need your help. This friend of mine started hanging out with the wrong crowd, literally. He turned into a vampire. I know, but it happens to the best of us. Can you help my vampire pal find his way through the maze? Started hanging out with the wrong crowd, literally. He turned into a vampire. I know, but it happens to the best of us. Can you help my vampire pal find his way through the maze?
Your quest with notes gone sour in the place that keeps the hour. You must play 3 melodies.
for this game, as I showed you before, so just going to, it's not playback, but I just want to show you. So we have a certain elements of gamification. First is the fun, right? So whoever plays this, it should be excited, and also it insert some of the gamification or some of the syllabus of the materials of educational materials. For this one is like a standard, I guess it's standard 3 or standard 4. I used to play it when I was in primary school. So my father, he bought this CD and I just installed and just play the game. And very fun, but at the same time it's very feared, right? So if let's say I did answer wrongly, for example, like this one, we have 2 genies, right? So okay, this one, right? So how come it become 2 genes? Because I went to a wrong number, right? So when I got a wrong answer, so another gene came up, right? So that's the process until the end. So the end is the vampire went to the coffin. So this is another quest. So start your quest with notes gone sour in the place that keeps the hour. You must play 3 melodies. So after this, I have to go to the place that play 3 melodies or something like that. So in this map, we have several places in this game. So I have to go to every places in the game to complete the game itself. Then I will win, right? So this is the gamification features. Back then, it was like 2000, early 2000, right? So I guess in that time, we don't have any gamification terms yet, but they already done the work. They already have this kind of elements in the game, right? So it's very fun. If you want, if you show to your students or even to your children, I will say that they will be happy to play the game because it's very educational and it's very fun. Okay, so moving on. Right, so how to gamify your classroom. So first, try apps such as Kahoot. I know we are very familiar with the Kahoot. And also we have Class Dojo and Typeform. And second, display cumulative scoreboards with weekly prizes. If you have some budgets, you can give whoever wins the most or the first winner or 3 winners, you can give them the prizes. And also send online badges, awards, certificates to the student. If you have time to do that, it's very, very, very good and very, the students will know that you are very appreciate them and very, they know that you are very engaging with them. Right. Then create levels of learning which students are encouraged to climb. So this one may be for the primary schools. For our students in CFS or in Gamba and Gombak, you can have different type of learning level of learning. So maybe because we have levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, so maybe it's not practical, but another gamify elements that you can do is set frequent class competitions between the students, right? Maybe you can have Kahoot for week 1, we have Kahoot, and week 2, we have Class Dojo, and week 3, you have another platform. And lastly, challenge individuals using smart targets. Right, so smart targets, what is smart targets? Smart target is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So this is SMART. So you can specifically target who is the student, what is the achieve of the level, or what the achieve of the gamification that you want to propose to the student, what is the measurable, what is the realistic idea of the gamification. So these kind of questions you can set and you can propose the gamification in class, right? So okay, so we in the line of the SMART, me and my team, we have invented 2 games in QLD Gambang. First is Arabia Tuna board game, and it will be presented by Ustaz Amnan later on. And second is Ajumal Cube. It will be presented by Ustazah Husna. Right, so I guess that's all from me, inshallah. So any question, I would you can ask me after our sharing moment. Sharing. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ustaz Abdul Hadi, just now for the great sharing about the spooky game when the jinn do the maths. Okay, a very interesting game, I would say. And thank you to all the explanation about gamification just now. And Jazakallah khairan kathira. Now that we already have known about the theory, the smart theories, the smart aspects, measurable and everything, and what is gamification is all about. Now I would like to can we please have Ustaz Amnan now to share with us about what have you done? I mean, what have you done in the Pitram before that led you and your team won the gold medal? I mean, what is your product? What is that board? Arabia Tuna board, what is it? And how do we play that? Okay, please share with us, Ustaz Amnan, and okay, the floor is yours. Tafaddal.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. ربي يسر ولا تعسر، ربي تمم بالخير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And Jum'ah Mubarakah lakum jami'an. First of all, thanks to our moderator for our event, for our today's event, Ustaz Adli, our respective director, Dr. Rostan Kasim, all deputy directors, HODs of Quranic department, English department, Tilawah, and all lecturers, teachers from SEPET. Okay, inshallah, I'm here today to share with all of you what we have. Okay, but let me first share my screen first, but I don't think I can share my screen. Can somebody help me? Sadly?
Yes, I guess you can share. You can't share?
Cannot.
Okay, so I just share my screen and you can. Yeah, all right.
Okay, thanks to Ustaz Hadi for sharing the screen with all of us here. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, just now we just listen to what have been presented by our first presenter, Ustaz Hadi, the theory of gamification. So from this theory, now we go to the practical of gamification itself. And me, inshallah today, now I will be presenting this product. Actually, we implement or we apply the element of gamification in this product. We call this, or we name this product as Arabiyatuna board game. Okay, next. Okay, so let me first introduce our team members. Okay, we have here Ustaz Hadi, and we have Ustaz Hafizuddin, Ustaz Hanis, and me myself. We as the researcher or the researchers for this project. Okay, next. Okay, so we try to answer 3 questions from this research. Okay, the first question we put here is, what are the gamification features needed for Arabic learning? Okay, number 2, how is the process of designing, developing, and implementing the Arabiyatuna board game carried out? And the last but not least, number 3, what's the students' acceptance of using Arabiyatuna board game in Arabic learning? So we conducted this research in order to answer these 3 questions. Okay, all right, next. Okay, so now we proceed to the research methodology. Arabiyatuna is focusing on the design and development of an education through EDI model. One of the best instructional design we have is EDI model. Inshallah, I will explain about this one later on. Okay, the process was done based on needs analysis process among 103 learners, whereby the evaluation on user testing session was conducted among 4 lecturers at the Center for Foundation Studies, IIUM. Right, so this is what now I'm going to explain. Maybe some of you knows about this one, maybe some do not know about this one. Okay, the instructional design. So we have various types of instructional design, and for this research, we decided to choose EDI model instead of any other model. For example, we have Ashura model, we have the and carry model, we have Hanafi and PET model, but for this research, we decided to use EDI model. Why? What's the reason? Because EDI is actually the most famous one, number 1. Number 2, the most basic model to the other models. And the last but not least, this is the general model in designing a certain product. Okay, that's why we choose this instructional design of EDI model to design and to develop of this Arabiyatuna board game. Okay, next. Okay, so actually EDI here consists of 5 letters. A stands for analysis, D stands for design, second D stands for development, I stands for implement, and last but not least, E stands for evaluation. Okay, so we were going through these 5 phases in conducting this research. Okay, so phase number 1, analysis. Phase number 2, we have design. Phase number 3, we have development. Phase number 4, we have implement. And phase number 5, we have evaluation. Okay, we follow these phases, these 5 phases for this project. All right. As I said before this, we have 3 questions for this research. So how to answer the question number 2, how the board game was carried out. So we went through 5 phases. Okay, the first phase we conducted an analysis. Okay, we identified the needs, opinions, and suggestions of learners. I mean, sample of the study. So we conducted this phase on August 2021. After we finish this one, we move to the next phase, which is design on September 2021. Based on students' suggestion, students' opinion. So we come up with learning objective and cost was aligned with learning outcomes. After that, phase number 3, phase of development, we develop these teaching materials based on students' opinions, student suggestion, and then we show this board game to the expert we choose from QLD, 4 of them, to give their feedback, to give their opinion, to give their suggestion. If there is any thing that can be corrected, we can correct based on their opinion. After that, we implement this Arabia Tuna board game on November 2021. Okay, the materials were put in Arabia Tuna board game and practically used by learners, sample of study. And last phase, which is evaluation, on January 2022, we got feedback from learners, sample of study on their acceptance in using Arabia Tuna board game to learn Arabic language. This is the answer for question or research question number 2. Okay, now we go to this product. This is a real product. Yes, this is a real product, but this is not online. It can be used in physical class, not for online class. All right. Okay. So actually, Arabia Tuna is an Arabic compound. Noun comprises of 2 parts. First one, Arabia. Second one, na. So consists of 2. Okay, Arabia and na. So Arabia Tuna. Okay, next. Okay, so you can see here Arabiyatu is a noun, Arabic word, and then na in Arabic we call it a dhamir muttasil, pronominal suffix. Maybe the meaning we can use we or us, maybe we can say our. So when we combine these two words, Arabiyah and na, the meaning of this combination of 2 words is our Arabic. Why? Why did we choose this name? Because to show that Arabic is very close to us. Every day we are using Arabic language. In our prayers, 5 times in our daily life, we use Arabic language in our salah. That's why we decided to choose this name to tell students that Arabic language is very important. And students, even though they are not from Arabic background, they still need to know at least 1 or 2 or 3 words in Arabic language. All right. Okay. Next. Okay. Why board game instead of any other game we have? For example, any other game, we have so many games. But why did we choose board game? Okay. Next. Because the game to design board game, it is very easy. It's cheaper to produce. No need to have internet connection. Easier to design while promoting an inclusive and social aspect to the gaming experience, as it is remaining a viable alternative for electronic gamification. And this statement has been supported by one researcher, Yen, on 2012 from his research, and as well as Epstein on 2021. So that's the reason why did we choose to design board game in our project. Okay. Okay, so Arabia Tuna hada unique learning via Arabia Tuna board game, incorporating various elements of life from basic knowledge to the geography of the Arab world. The players also can gain experience in business while playing the game. Okay, next. All right, now we go to the characteristic of the board. Okay, this is the board. Okay, I will show you. I have this board actually. I'm not sure even if you can see from there. This is the board, Arabia Tuna board game. We have here. So this is very cheap. No need to have a lot of money to design this one. That's why we choose this product. Okay, this is the picture of this project. Okay, next. Okay, characteristic number 1. All players will start as at the imshi box. Imshi is an Arabic verb, means go. Okay, next. Number 2, assimilate with the Arabic countries, capitals, and cities. For example, we have here capital city. For example, we have Amman, we have Al-Qahira. So that students, maybe some students don't know don't even know this place, so that we can help them to explore some more places around the world. Okay, next. Next. Okay, characteristic number 3. From this game, we can test the players' Arabic basic vocab. For example, Rakam Wahid, Khamsah. Okay. Next, number 4. Okay, the Fursah. Bots will test the players' Arabic basic grammar. They will be awarded if answered correctly. Okay. They will be awarded if answered correctly. Okay, next. Number 5, the players must take the green card once landed on this box. Okay, green card. All right, next. Number 6, the green cards contain awards. The number 7, the fine cards will be imposed on the players if they could not answer the chance card correctly. Okay. Number 8, but the last one. The chance card contains the basic Arabic grammar. So our focus is on Arabic grammar. Not more than that. We are focusing on Arabic grammar for this project. Okay, number 9, we have integrate with the daily needs. Next. Okay, so just now I just shared with you all the characteristic of the board. Now the card. We have 3 types of card here. Fursah. Okay, for example, the question. For example of the question we have here, Ma mufrad kalimah atfal. So we have 3 choices. Awalan tiflun, thaniyan tiflatun, thalithan tiflan. So that if students are able to answer this question correctly, so they will be rewarded. Okay, so this is to show the gamification. One of the element of gamification, we have a reward. So this is the element of reward. We practice this element. Okay, number 2, al-khadra. Okay, anta tafuzu fi musabaqah tilawatil Quran wa tahsulu ala 200 ringgit. This is for al-khadra. Wa thalithan indana gharamatun. Okay, anta tukhalifu isyarah al-murur fadafa' 250 ringitan. This is gharamah. Okay, next. Okay, this is the money. We have here 6 riyalun wahid, and then we have 5 riyalat, we have 10 riyalat, we have 20 riyalan, 50 riyalan wa 100 riyalin. Okay, the money. We printed all this actually, but here I only bring this one. The card I put it, I forgot to bring it. Okay, next. So the impact of learning by using this Arabiyatuna board game. This is from our research. This is from our survey. Okay, overall, the students love to play the Arabiyatuna board game, and at the same time, they managed to revise the Arabic grammar and also learn the geography of Arab world. They also managed to improve their soft skills on financial. Next. Okay, this is the result from our survey. This is to answer question number 3, research question number 3. What is students' acceptance of using Arabiyatuna board game in Arabic learning? So we have here the sample of the studies. We have 103 students. So they answer the survey, and 80.6% of them agree. They accept that Arabiyatuna board game. They accept to use Arabiyatuna board game to learn Arabic learning. While the rest, we have 1% for did not agree, and then the another one, we have neutral, 18.4%. This is from our what do we call this one? Our survey. Okay, so this so we finish answering all 3 research questions. All right. Okay, next. Okay, this is impact of teaching. Okay, the finding of the product discovers that majority of the students were positive about learning Arabiyatuna, which increased their learning desires and motivation, while at the same time improve their understanding and performance in learning the subject. Number 1. Number 2, respondents also agreed to the fact that Arabiyatuna has allowed them to experience self-learning. Yes, without any teacher, they still can learn by themselves. Okay, because this product consists of element of gamification. Without teachers, they still can have their self-learning. Okay, explanation, exercise, and gamification design has increased their interest in learning. Number 3, learning Arabiyatuna is now easier and brings positive result to students as Malaysia embraces its newly announced education blueprint, which is globalized online learning. And number 4, Arabiyatuna is a board game for Arabic language learners everywhere and suitable to be used by all. I mean students, university level students, Arabic teachers, as well as lecturers, as it is easy and quick recap for teaching and learning purpose. This is some of impacts of teaching, of using Arabiyatuna board game. Okay, next. Okay, novelty. We have 4 here. For students, it is easiest way to learn Arabic language, especially Arabic grammar. Ministry supplementary material for textbook. Teachers a fun way to teach Arabic language. Public, understandable, and easy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some awards we got from this research, from this project. Actually, this is new project. We conducted this project at the end of last semester. At the end of last year. Okay, this is new project. Okay, this is the latest one. We got this one from last month. We participate in this event, Creation DUITM International Mega Innovation Carnival 2022. But this one we got silver medal. Okay, this is the latest one. Next. Before that, we got gold medal in second Pre-University Malaysia Innovation Competition 2022, PITRAM. And before that, this is from last year, bronze medal. This is the beginning of our project. Okay, bronze medal, CFS IIM Mini Conference 2021, we got bronze medal. And from this event, we have our publication in e-proceeding, CFS IIM Mini Conference 2021. And the most important thing, we have registered this product for copyright in my IPO. So the number for our copyright, they are 2022 C00734. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And Barakallah Fik Ustaz Amnan for your sharing just now. And to all viewers, just in case any of you have anything to ask, in case any of you have anything to ask or you want to know more about gamification or the product that has been shared by our panel just now, feel free to ask the panel by typing your question in the chat section. Or you can ask it by your own, just open your mic after this, inshallah. And then if you are typing in the chat section, I will then ask the panel on your behalf, inshallah. Okay, now let's move on to Ustazah Husna. Let me check the screen. Yeah, okay. Ustazah Husna, you and your team have won a medal in the Creation DUITM 2022 and International Mega Innovation Carnival 2022 by Pusat Asasi UiTM Dengkil. And what have you done? What is Al-Jumas that you have created and that you have invented, and how does it work? can you please explain to us? أفيدونا أفادكم الله إن شاء الله. تفضل مشكورا.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And Masa'ul Khair. Can everyone hear me? Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Qala rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri. Wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Thank you, Brother Adli. Dear Dr. Rusnani Kasim, Director of Selpat, all Deputy Directors, HODs of Quranic, English, Tilawah and Bahasa Melayu Division, Gombak, Gambak and Pago campuses, Coordinator of Languages, colleagues of Gombak, Gambang, Kuantan and Pago, dear lecturers and teachers. My name is Nurul Husna from QLD Gambang. Inshallah, today I will humbly share with you Al-Jumal's Cube. Okay, Al-Jumal's Cube is a game that I have invented unintentionally back in 2018. So isn't it Rubik's Cube? Yeah, it's related. So that is, inshallah, for this my session, I would jump straight to Al-Jumal's Cube, as we all have heard about theories on gamification, as well as the model used, ADDI as well. AD is similar to our approach in Al-Jumal's Cube. So what is Al-Jumal's Cube? Al-Jumal's Cube comes from the word Al-Jumalu, means sentences. So Al-Jumalu is a plural form of Al-Jumlah. So Al-Jumlatu is a sentence and Al-Jumalu is sentences. So Al-Jumal's Cube literally means the cube of sentences. So how do we play Al-Jumal's Cube? So a little backstory of how it was invented. Back in 2018, not 2008. Back in 2018, I was a teacher in a private tahfiz all-boys school in Melaka named Sekolah Menengah Imtiaz Ulul Albab Melaka. So I was teaching two Hanafi, Form 2 students. Back then they were playing Rubik's Cubes, and it was a craze back then. So teachers were having a hard time as students would not give their full attention in class. Students will somehow play, their hands would get busy with something under the table. So teachers are quite furious. What were they doing? So they were playing Rubik's Cube. And the students were very competitive on solving the Rubik's Cube. So as Ustaz Hadi just said about engaging students and motivating them to love learning, so I try to incorporate the Rubik's Cube with Arabic language. So what did I do? So actually, Al-Jumal's Cube is a supplementary educational tool that's specifically used or especially for only the beginners. So students may learn and practice constructing the sentences, either the nominal sentences or verbal sentences. So what is needed? So you only need a Rubik's Cube and a white sticker label. Now I will go through step by step on how to build Al-Jumal's Cube. So firstly, you must prepare a soft Rubik's Cube. Okay, a soft one. So you may ask your student to actually solve the Rubik's Cube. And then you will write words from 6 different sentences on the stickers. So each sticker would be based on only a part of the Rubik's Cube. So there are 9 columns, nine small boxes. So each sticker would be based on a box. And then the words would be placed randomly. The words from each sentences would be placed randomly on the boxes. and then you shuffle the cube. You shuffle the cube and the cube is ready to play. So this is a sample sticker template on a verbal sentence for the topic feel fastly. Masalan, in the class, for example. So there are six sides of the cube. So we would divide the sentences into six different sentences. Okay, you would write each words in a sticker. So first sticker yadhabu, second sticker al-talib, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then you would paste the stickers randomly on the cube, on the soft cube, the one that has been soft. You would paste it randomly. Okay, and then you shuffle them and it's ready to play. So this is how it looks like. So you can see the words here comes from the same sentences. The blue one is a sentence, the red one is a sentence, and the yellow one is another sentence. Okay, so I will show you then how I've implemented the game in the class. Okay, so students will be divided into different groups. So each group will send only a player to front, to in front of the class, and then they would solve the rubrics cube together. Okay, so if they have solved the cube, they could go back into the groups, their respective group, and then they will have to solve the words, the words into a jumlah mufidah, a sentence. Okay, so these students are playing. So as you can see, it's quite challenging for them to actually solve the Rubik's Cube because we use a white stickers. So it's quite like, okay, where is the color of each side? Then when they have solved the cube, they would go back to the group and they would discuss on how to form a sentence using the words from each side of the cube. So I would say it was a great experience, and I have received a positive feedback on. It's not necessarily improve the learning outcome, but somehow it can promote engagement and sustain motivation in learning. So that's how I try to attract my students in learning by using the things that they have in hand. I just improvise them into a game that can be used as a language game. So another fun idea is on using Algebras Cube. Instead of you put words in each stickers, you can actually put letters. So teachers, instead of words, you can actually put letters and use the rubric cubes as word games. So you can use it as an anagram words or a vocabulary game. So once they solve the cube, they would have several letters on the side, so they can actually make they can generate a different type of words from each letters given on each sides. So this is another fun ideas on how to use rubrics cube in your teaching and learning. So as I mentioned before, it is not only can be used in Arabic language, but as well as English and Bahasa Melayu as well. And then as excited as I was back then in 2018, I have shared my experience and my finding in the Facebook, and it has got quite how would say warm response from citizen. So my post got 366 likes. I know it's not quite academically, and 643 shares, but somehow it's quite impactful for me the least. So alhamdulillah, by the support and the guidance from Brother Hadi and Brother Adli, they helped me in joining and registered the pattern of my findings to in my IPO. So this is the number register, and alhamdulillah we have joined the creation, the UITM International Mega Innovation Carnival 2022, and I'm humbly it's not as grand as Brother Hadi who got a gold and silver medal, but alhamdulillah it's a great experience for me to join, and later on inshallah we would join the Hightel TNL Innovation Competition in that would be closed in 31st May. Okay, inshallah. So thank you for having me. I'm very honored to be invited by EDUCALL in collaboration with TDU. I hope you would benefit from my sharing on how to just be innovative in our teaching and try to gain our students' attention in learning, especially Arabic language lah, inshallah. So thank you so much. Back to you, Brother Adli.
Okay, thank you. Jazakillah khairan katsira, barakallah fik, Ustazah Husna, Ukhtul Habibah. Quite an interesting, I would say. Quite an interesting game you have shared with us about the Jumal's Cube, and you have, more importantly, you have played it with the students. Okay, and you really know how to engage with your students, with the games, and lots of activities in the class. And the video that you shared to us just now have shown us how happy the students are when they can play the class. Kan? Mainan kelas apa tak seronok dah. And this is what I think we have been introduced with this term back then in school, edutainment. Okay, how we create education and entertainment, and we mix up them together. Yeah, it's very nice to implement it in our own class, right? Okay, now having everything explained just now about the theory from Ustaz Hadi, and then the gamification concept in Arabic on a board game, and also in Al-Jumal's Cube. Now, can I get back to Ustaz Abdul Hadi to ask a simple question about the technical part? Is it really hard to join an innovation competition? Because all of us, as the info, okay, I believe all of us already got the info throughout the year. Okay, we know this is there is a the competition here and there, but some of us might feel a bit afraid to join the competition because we are afraid if we enter and pay the fee and then we lose, okay, the fee will burn lah, apalah, and everything. So how to enter any competition, innovation competition, and is it hard? Okay, please, Ustaz Abdul Hadi, enlighten us. Tafadhal.
All right, thank you, Ustaz Adli, for the question. Basically, join the innovative competition is very easy, but before you join or before you enter the competition, you have to have a very strong teammates, and you have to do extra work to make sure that your product is really, I say, is very valuable and very, what I call as very precious, and can make judge to give you the medal. I would say, like, to grab their attention and why your product is deserve a gold medal. Right? For example, I have a gold medal here from Pitram. Right, this is the gold medal, if you can see. Right, this is gold medal that I received from Pitram. So Pitram was my first competition that I joined with Arabia Tuna board game. The process is, if you say join is very easy, we just sign and we just pay. But then before that, as I mentioned, I have to find a teammates that can collaborate, can sit together, work together closely about the projects, and that's the most important key when you are going to join in the innovative or innovation competitions. So inshallah, and bear in mind that your product is not only for one competition. You have to join to another competitions. That's why after Pitram, we go for the creation in the UiTM, and also after that, we are planning for another competition as well. So the project is a long-term project. It's not a short-term. So with my team, Arabia Tuna board game and also Algebra Cube, inshallah, we're going to move further to join more competitions to make sure that this invention that we create, or maybe we just edit, or I would say like maybe put some elements. For example, for Jumal, Ustazah Husna just create a sentence and put on the cube itself. So it's just a bit of creation or a bit of innovation that maybe, Allah Alam, maybe you can get the gold medal after this, inshallah. All right.
Okay, Barakallah Fiqh Ustaz Abdul Hadi for the clear explanation, I would say, about the competition. It's actually not so hard, just we need to have a team and then just go for it lah. Okay, like if you want to play, if you want to, for example, you want to play a bowling competition, okay, first we need to have a team, or for badminton, for example, okay, we need to have a pair and then just join the competition, okay, and inshallah if we have ada rezeki tu, inshallah we will win lah kan. Right. Okay, next. I would like to know more. Okay, can I have Sister Ustazah Nurul Husna once again? Can you please share with us your experience, because as we all know that Al-Jumal skill already have the pattern number. Okay, how did you do that? Do we have lots of documentation or anything that we should do before go to the office, and where is the office? Yeah, what is the office that we should search to get the pattern, to get the copyright or anything? Okay, please, Ustazah Husna, tafaddali.
Thank you, brother. So there is a funny story behind the registration. Okay, so as we enter the creation the UiTM, Brother Hadi proposed to me that, okay, you should pattern your work so that we can secure blah blah blah. And then I tried to follow everything. I filled all the forms, and on the day I went to register my registered Al-Jumas Cube. The person behind the desk said, "Oh, I'm sorry. We are no longer use this form to register your invention. So you have to fill in another form." And what, to my surprise, okay, fill in the forms is okay. I have no problems with that. But they have what do you say? They have a new fees to register your invention. They have new fees. Instead of 70 ringgits or 50 ringgits to register your patent, it has become 200 ringgits. So it was quite a very informative yet interesting experience for me to register Aljuma's Cube. Nevertheless, Alhamdulillah. Thank you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much, Ustazah Husna, for the sharing experience. Experience sharing with all of us about the patent registration and how the what happened at the time. Okay, I think I have asked everything that I think is important for us to all know. For us all know about the gamification first, and then the product explanation, and then the technical parts of joining the competition or the patent registration. And now I would like to open the floor to any of the viewers be it in the Zoom or in the YouTube. I'm still waiting for any question from any of you. Okay, if in Zoom, participant in Zoom, if you want to ask the panel directly, you can ask. You can just open your mic and start asking questions. And for those who are in the YouTube, you can type in the chat comment and I will read. And I will ask the panel on your behalf, inshallah. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Regarding the Arabiyatuna board game, I have two questions. The first one is, how many hours it will take for the students to play this Arabiyatuna board game? And then the second question is this product, Arabiyatuna board game, commercialized, or you have idea to commercialize this product? Okay, because I find this product is very interesting, and then we can make some money from it. Okay.
Amnan. Okay, thank you, Ustaz Shamil, for two questions. And I think the most suitable person to answer this is Ustaz Amnan, as he was the one who shared to us about Arabiyatuna board game just now. And yeah, please, Ustaz Amnan, how many hours to play, and is this product commercialized, or your team is planning to commercialize the idea?
Okay, thanks to Ustaz Alim and thanks to Ustaz Shamil for the question. Okay, for the question number one, actually during when we conduct this Arabiyatuna board game, we give the students the sample of study to play this game for about 2 hours. Okay, for one class. So I think this is the exact time to finish this game. Maybe around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Okay. So for the question number one, yes, sure. For sure, we are going to this is only the beginning of this project. Now the sample now is focused only on IIM student, and not all IIM, but only in CFS campus. And our focus is only on grammar. Maybe in the future, maybe we can try to give the exercise or the question for this board game in terms of rhetoric, Arabic rhetoric, for example, or sorof. And then inshallah we can, maybe you can use any syllabus from government school, LKBD, for example, curriculum Bespadudini. We try to get the answer or the exercise from their textbook. We put in this Arabiyatuna board game, and we can commercialize this one, and maybe we can get some money from this. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ustaz Amnan, for the explanation. And okay, please, anyone, if we can get any question from the participants, what you want to know about Al-Jumal? What you want to know about Arabiyatuna? or is there any the concept parts or the theory parts that you have not clear enough? Okay, to ask the panel, please. Okay. Okay, while waiting for the question to appear, for those who are still in the Zoom or YouTube, you can, if you have yet to click to link in the to record your attendance, you can click in the link given. Okay, the link will bring you to I attend, and then there will you will confirm your attendance. Okay. Attendance link have been shared by the host in YouTube and also in the Zoom. Okay, and one more evaluation form. Okay, okay, please all participants to
Amnan diorang terkeluar ke?
Ya Kak, kami semua disconnected tiba-tiba.
Macam
Semua semua.
sana aku dia masuk balik, alhamdulillah.
okay, please excuse us all because suddenly internet in Gambang I've lost for a while. Yeah, alhamdulillah, now to come back. Okay, we made a comeback. Okay. If there is any question, you can ask, and if not, I think we have come to the end of the session, and I hope everyone of
Assalamualaikum,
yes.
Sadli. I think I have to say something.
Yes, Ustazah Sabira, تفضلي.
Wassalamualaikum. Very happy to see Ustaz Adli Rosti today as what can I say, as moderator or MC for this useful webinar or sharing session. And at the same time, I would like to convey my congratulations also to Ustazah Raja, actually my beloved colleague who actually agreed to collaborate. I don't know, she's the owner for the program, and very thankful to her to accept me as a collaborator for this program. Alhamdulillah. Actually, for information, ikhwati wa akhawati, Ana book Ustaz Hadi and the team members, I think since 2 months ago, punya busy ya. Alhamdulillah, nastafida minkum jami'an. في الحقيقة I see that this gamification is very fun and can be practiced feel fastly in our classroom, and we are also happy to hear that inshallah in Gomba especially short semester we are going to teach face to face, so hopefully that we can practice what you have shared with us inshallah, and surely we also are not expert. When I see your or when I watch your presentation أتقي منكم جميعا فوجدت أنا الآن كبيرة في السن وأنتم شباب، يعني لا أدري هل أستطيع أن ألعب مع الطلاب بهذه الطريقة، لكن على كل حال اليوم نرى طرق عديدة في تعليم اللغة العربية. إذن أتمنى لكم بالنجاح والتوفيق، وأنتم طبعا سراج للقسم قسم لغة القرآن خاصة، ليس في جنبا فقط لكن في جنبا وفي كوانتا وباغو إن شاء الله. جزاكم الله خيرا كثيرا. هذا فقط مني، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ustazah Sabaria, Ustazah Rata Sabaria. Thank you for your comment and your good support to all of us. Okay, now before we end this session, can I have, from the panel, Ustaz Hadi, Ustaz Aman, or Ustaz Husna, do you have any?
All right. Thank you, Ustaz Adli. Yes, Ustaz Amnan. Yes, first.
Sorry.
You want to say anything?
Okay. Last words from me. I just want to say if there is or there are some of you guys who are interested to participate or to join in any event in the future. For example, in this field, innovation competition. So maybe in the future we can have collaboration. We try to produce any other product in Arabic language. That's all. I think maybe in the future we can have our collaboration between Gomba or Gamba or Pago or Pantan in order to enhance Arabic language learning. Okay, that's all.
All right, thank you, Ustaz Amnan. Is Ustazah Husna want to say anything? Sorry, our internet and grammar is quite breaking up. So
Yes, we also would to welcome all feedbacks and comments on our products. Anything, any feedbacks or critics, we would all of for future. Thank you.
all right, thank you, Ustazah Husna. And from me last, so if you have any if you want to ask about any innovation or any competition, or maybe if you want us to join with you, as Ustaz Amnan said, if I can explain to you, inshallah it will be explained. And inshallah I would like to see some collaborators from another campuses, maybe from Gomba, maybe Ustaz Sabaria, that Sabaria can join us in another project. Allahu Alam. Right, so inshallah I'm very pleased if you want to ask me about our products, and as Ustazah Husna said, we are very welcome if you want to share your opinion about our product. We have two. as for now, Arabia Tuna board game and also Jumal Cube. All right. So thank you from me, and I pass to Ustaz Adli.
Okay, thank you very much to Barakallah Fikum and to all our panel and for the suggestion and idea. Also, thank you to all participants for your participation in today's program, sharing session about gamification in teaching. And I hope the sharing session can, this can be implemented in all of our classes. And as mentioned by Sir Hadi and the team just now, if any of you want to have collaboration with us, or you need to have any advice or any help, so just feel free to contact us. Inshallah, we'll have our best to have our beloved self-pad to become more to be known more in the future, inshallah. Okay, that's all for today, and don't forget to because problematic this at the end of the program. Is there any that you say now? No. Okay, I'm sorry because I can't hear that.